Oh my gosh. Hey guys. Welcome back to another video. So what I'm gonna do is in today's video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to stretch your hair without using heat. Now previously I have stretched my hair using heat. Don't get me wrong, okay? Nothing wrong with that. All you have to do is just make sure you put on a heat protection spray, conditioner, something to not make your hair get heat damage, because you don't want that, especially if you're trying to, if your hair is finally listening to you, you don't want that. You definitely don't want that. So I want to do it the old-fashioned way just because of my hair journey. Yeah, we stretching this twist out, what's left of it. Okay, we stretching it out. It's not like, it's moisturized, but it's not like what I really want it to be moisturized. So I'm just gonna do the LCO method. Sorry, this is definitely not the lock method. I'm going to do the LCO method and just kind of refresh my hair. Now, I would advise doing this every time you restyle your hair. I say that because you definitely want to train your hair to perform the way you want it to perform. And if you want the best health from your hair, you don't want to go 2 weeks with your natural hair. Your hair out and for 2 weeks normally does not last. If your hair lasts in a style with it out, like a braid out to twist out, that's what I mean by with your hair out. If your hair normally lasts for 2 weeks, then shout out to you. But most hairstylists, most people who have natural hair, I would say that, they don't go 2 weeks with the same style because it doesn't last that long. It'll last like a week at most. So what I'm going to do is I am going to wet my hair and we're just going to start kind of over with the process, and yeah, we're gonna get into it. I have not left you guys hanging, but yeah, the reason why you want to do your hair after a week of it being out in the air is because you want to be able to train your hair to stay moisturized and to continuously be moisturized, especially if you have a moisturizing problem. And then also, I don't really like old hairstyles. Like, it kind of starts to get like it did with me, where it's kind of like, okay, do something with that head, sis. So that's another reason. And then, just make time for your hair. Like, you make time for other things, make time for your hair. Like I said, like, even if your hair feels moisturized but it could be better, go ahead and just repeat the steps, because I'm telling you now, if you're not training your hair, it won't train back. It won't listen back. It won't do the things that you want it to do because you're not taking the proper time to actually train it. All I gotta say about that. So yeah, let's get into this process. Let's get it. Here are the products that I will be using in this video. Stay tuned. Alright, so in this step, I'm basically spraying my hair, dampening it so it can actually separate and detangle the way I want, and I'm not pulling and adding tension to my hair and my strands. So this is what I do before I use my teaser to go in and brush my hair and really detangle. So right now I'm just making sure that the water is distributed evenly throughout my hair, and then I just stretch the end. You can do this before or after you spray your hair with water. It doesn't really matter stretching the ends like that. But yeah, this is just the way I prefer it. So I split it into 2 sections. Like I said, I always work into the smaller sections. And as you can see, that big chunk right there, I just go ahead and just split that, so I won't have to deal with that when I'm detangling with my detangling brush. I know a detangling brush is supposed to detangle, but if you can do stuff on your own, I would advise doing that before actually using an item to detangle with. So the reason why I do stretch my ends is just to make sure I get any excess knots or just any loose hair that would just automatically fall out when, brushing my hair or just messing with my hair. So I'm doing basically 3 rounds of detangling. I'm taking the ends and I'm pulling it, and then slowly and not in a harsh way. And then I'm breaking my sections into smaller sections and taking apart the bigger pieces, the curlier pieces, anything that looks like it can be taken apart due to detangling wise. I'm going to do that. And then I'm taking my tweezer, as you can see right here, and I'm lightly brushing the ends and working my way up as I'm lightly brushing the ends. And this is not fast forward, this is the pace that I am going. So I think that's why it takes me longer, because I do not like to add a lot of manipulation to my hair like I used to. I used to just kind of I'm just gonna brush it. It's a detangling brush, it'll do its job. Like, no, you still have to circulate and move along with the brush so that you're not constantly manipulating your hair, because using a tool like this you have to be careful with so you don't pull out excess hair that doesn't need to be pulled out, if that makes sense. So now what I'm going to do, so that my hair doesn't get tangled again and all that work doesn't go to waste, I'm going to twist up each section that I perform the work on. I'm going to twist that all the way down, and make sure that you're twisting your hair all the way down, because you don't want any issues, split ends, or anything like that. You don't want to go in for early trim if you can help it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing the same process where I'm adding water, I'm adding my leave-in conditioner, I'm adding my cream, I'm adding my oil. You guys have seen it before, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing on this whole head of mine. Basically what I did was I just added water and I detangled my hair, and I used my teaser to do that. I'm going to show you guys the hair that came out. Y'all know what it looked like before. It's not a lot. It's honestly not a lot. So this is what my twists are looking like. My twists are still juicy. I added water and I thought that the water would make my hair back dry again. No ma'am. My twists are juicy. I don't know if you guys can see it. I wanted to turn on my brightness so you guys could see it, but they are still shining like I just conditioned my hair. Like, it's still shining and everything. So definitely check out my new hair wash day routine. Last video I just posted, definitely check that out because it is a lifesaver. I'm telling you guys now. I'll show you guys and tell you guys how to elongate your hair, stretch your hair out as much as possible without heat, especially at the roots, because as you can see, the roots are pretty puffy. That's normal. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm doing that. So guys, right here I am flat twisting my hair down instead of braiding, just because flat twisting is much faster on this type of textured hair because my hair isn't already stretched out. So flat twist is less manipulation on my strands. I do have a flat twist video on my feed, as well as a stretching out hair video inspired by Pop Smoke on my feed as well. But I just want to give you guys an updated routine of how I stretch my hair out now. And I also probably will provide a video in the future of me stretching my hair out with the blow dryer. But of course, this is a heatless stretch out. But nonetheless, keep watching the video. This is how I stretch my hair out. So when I get to the middle of my braid
or my twist, sorry, I start to braid my hair just because that section right there tends to get a little frizzy and tends to want to puff back up. So I just wanted to go ahead and braid that, and then I'm just twisting the ends. The ends I don't really have to worry about, but I am twisting it all the way down so that I don't have any split end issues. I will leave a how to flat twist video and the Pop Smoke inspired stretching out video in the description box or at the end of this video. I will leave that there for you guys to watch, especially if you guys don't know how to flat twist. I'm pretty sure that video thoroughly explains how to flat twist, so I'll leave that for you guys.
Okay, so I just wanted to basically tell you guys what I've been doing so you guys aren't lost even in my voiceover. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking like 2 pieces right here, and I want this twist to go backward. So I'll be taking these 2 pieces and I'm basically flat twisting. I would French braid, but my hair is still kind of, as you can see, it's still kind of tangled, which is okay with me. I didn't want it to be like me spending hours at a time fully detangling my hair, because that involves me basically having to drench my hair with water. So I just decided to just take my time and flat twist my hair. When I'm done flat twisting on the scalp, I'm gonna basically just French braid all the way, and then I'm going to twist the very ends of my hair, and that's what I've been doing, so you guys aren't lost or anything. I put all these products back in my hair because of me wetting my hair. It was still moisturized. My hair was not dry at all. So I just want to make that statement again, if I haven't already. And the flat twists do not have to be perfect. This is just to stretch out your hair. This is nothing crazy. As you guys know, like, my hair is already starting to curl back up, so that's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Just take your time and flat twist. And if you don't know how to flat twist, you can always do individual braids. Individual braids is definitely a good strategy to stretching your hair. You would just have to do more individual braids. It depends on the circumference of your hair and how thick your hair is. So you have a lot of hair, and if your hair is thick like mine, then you would definitely have to do a lot of braids, plaits on your hair to make your hair fully stretch, because most of the stretch that needs to be done is at the middle of your hair and the scalp of your hair. So in order to elongate your hair, you definitely have to do some type of stretch to your scalp. That's where it's like the most puffiest, in the middle of your hair, as far as like this part, like the middle of it, because that's usually the 2 places that you're stretching when you're using heat, is the scalp and the middle of your hair as far as strands. So that's what I'm doing right here, and this is a close-up of my twist, flat twist. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it's to the scalp as much as possible. It does not have to be perfect. And what I'm doing is I'm braiding it with the rest of my hair. So I'm doing like one big flat regular old braid, and I can do it with this one actually. So my hair is long enough now that I can actually add this with my braid. So I'm gonna do that. And if the braid doesn't fit or you run out of hair, you can simply just twist the rest of the hair down so it looks like one big fat French braid, but in reality I did multiple flat twists and then combined it into one braid. So I'm gonna do that to this side and then I will be back. My hair with just twisting it for, I don't know, I guess these twists have been twisted for 30 minutes, maybe, I would say 30 minutes. And the pattern is like already coming back. It's just amazing. Like, my hair is moisturized still. Like, I highly suggest you guys check out my wash video and just really learn from that video, because it will save your life if you experience with high dry hair, damaging colored hair, definitely dry hair. It will definitely change your life. Okay, so once I have braided and then flat twisted my whole hair, like I said, it does not have to be perfect, just as long as it is flat twisted, braided, and plaits, French braided, doesn't even matter. So I'm going to take this end and I'm going to fold the end of my hair in half so that my ends aren't exposed and it doesn't create any split ends. And I'm just gonna bobby pin it and I'll show you guys what it looks like in the back. And honestly, like, I've seen a lot of people do this and they'll wear like a wig or one of those hat wigs or whatever the case might be and just pop that on top of their head while their hair is being stretched. And yeah, so this is it. I don't know if you guys can see it because the reflection, but I basically just crossed those two and bobby pinned it right around here. Ignore my little flurries back there. But yeah, this is like an easy way of stretching your hair as much as possible, especially at the scalp where it's really puffy and really thick and coily, for me anyways. Very simple and easy to do. I would say this took about 2 hours just because I had to detangle my hair first from it being in that old twist out. So as I said before, making sure that you take care of your hair weekly instead of bi-weekly is where you'll get the best results on your hair. Now, I am stretching my hair for another protective hairstyle because I don't have constant time like I need to do this weekly. So I will be having another protective hairstyle the next time you do see me, guys, in my next video. Sorry, but has to be done. And by me having that protective hairstyle, it will grow out my hair even more. So I'm excited. So thank you guys for tuning in. I wanted to just drop in to show you guys a different way of stretching your hair without using heat. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.